Pāṇini Patanjali Shishya Vidya Sampradaya Katrabhyo Vanshiribhyo Pramashibhyo Mahjyo Gurubhyaha. Sumitra, you just note down 2 verses. These are actually related to Kalpa. Just note down this thing too, and then you can go for Chintana, and then you can continue with the regular this thing. See, the topic is that by the time you arrived, that was over. See, just you start on time now. So anything that is related to earlier class will be discussed within 2 to 3 minutes or 5 minutes, and then we will go for the next. That is the general thing. Here it is. What kind of child is going to be born is the question. See, what kind of because some people say he is just like mama. That is mother's brother. He resembles mother's brother, or she resembles mother's brother. That also I did not say one thing. Okay, so for this actually in Charaka Samhita and Garuda Puranam, okay, some pramanam is given. Just note down. It is Charaka Samhitaya Shariraka Sthanam, Sharira Sthanam, like Sharira Sthanam will do. Okay, that is Garbhotpattihi topic. Okay, that is the 3rd Adhyaya 25th reference is Adhyaya 3, then 2:25 we can write. Okay, Garbhotpattau 2.
Mahadev, can you please repeat that?
Which one? The reference you have written?
Reference I have written.
Then the quotation.
3rd Adhyaya 25th.
3rd Adhyaya 25. Okay. Garbhotpattau tu. Garbhotpattau tu. Manah striyaha yam jantum brajet tat sadrisham yam jantum brajet tat sadrisham prasute. Okay. At the time of the Samagama, the Stri, whoever is there in the mind of the lady, okay, the child will be having okay, 1 minute. Now is it okay? Or still a bit? Now, is it okay? So, Striyaha Manaha, the mind of the lady. Yam Jantum Brajet, whoever comes into her mind, Jantum means a Prani, that means any person. Generally, brothers, etc., or kept in mind. So, Tat Sadrisham Prasute. Prasute means it delivers. Tat Sadrisham, that kind of person, both mental and physical characteristics would resemble the person who is there in the lady's mind. Is it clear?
At what time? At the time of Prasunte?
Prasute. Prasute is
delivery.
Delivers. Prasuti is delivery. Prasute is delivers.
So at that time, if a woman think of that person, then the quality will come in that form?
Yes. Both these people are just in the union. Then at that time, the lady thinks about will have some person in the mind.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then the child that is going to be born would have the characteristics that resemble the person who is in her mind.
Okay. So is it like at the end, maybe is it not the baby development or during the development,
That happens here.
okay,
Development, everything happens according to this thing.
okay.
Are you getting? That means that is beyond our capacity to see anything. But what happens is this. What happened is in Manu Charitra there is Svaravachesha Manusambhava from Markandeya Purana. There Pravaraksha is there, Varudhini is also there. Varudhini, actually some Gandharva fell in love with Varudhini. Varudhini rejected. But later Pravaraksha, with the laparam given by some Siddha, went to visit this Himalayas. He lost his laparam due to the water. Then he, by praying to Agni, he returned. But Gandharva was watching all this. So now Gandharva came and in the form of Pravaraksha, because they are Kamarupa, they can have any form they want. And said, oh no, everything is okay, but one condition, at the time of union, you should close your eyes. Varudhini accepted. So later Varudhini gave birth to Swarochi, a child. The Swarochi, because Varudhini was thinking only Pravaraksha, how he was a lot of virtues and very good this thing, that thing, no. So the Swarochi who is born, okay, and because at the time of this thing, Sangama, his original form will be out. That's why he asked her to close her eyes. Okay, so later when Swarochi was born, Swarochi was just like Pravara, not like Gandharva. Why? Because Varudhini was, in Varudhini's mind, only Pravara was there. Are you getting? So, Pravara actually, Varudhini wanted Pravara to just get her, marry her, but he said, I already have a wife, etc., etc., and I don't want any kind of this thing, and he wanted to go. There was a lot of, he pushed her like this something. There are so many good poems also. Those poems I will, once I will sing and recite and merry making it will be. That I will, once upon at another time, I will give all those things. Okay, just remind me whenever you feel slightly bored or something like that. Then you ask me for Telugu poems, then I will explain. Oh, because I told my students also, English students, one day they are asking, sir, today you want Ayurveda, I don't know Pāṇini. Okay, whatever you want, whatever goes your mind, that I have to teach. What is there? Well, let us start Ayurveda, this thing, that thing. So you're happy. So always try to keep students happy. See that they are not down with or too much of heavy. You should not think like that. It should be just like play. Okay. Now you are going to quote from Garuda Purana. One thing you are saying, you should have the knowledge, all-round knowledge as far as possible. Okay. In Garuda Purana also the same thing is said. Garuda Puranam Uttarakhanda. Adhyaya 3, Shloka 10. Adhyaya 3, Shloka 10. Oh, 1 minute. This is something else. This is about Aputrasya Gatir Nasti. Garuda Uttarakhanda 22 dash reference is this is correct. 22 dash 17 by 18. Okay. Nishekasamaye yadrak narachitte vikalpana द्वितीय पदः तादृक् स्वभाव संभूतिः ए सिंगल वर्ड समास तादृक् स्वभाव संभूतिः जन्तुर्वसति कुक्षिगः कुक्षि मीन्स वोंग जन्तुर्वसति कुक्षिगः निषेकसमये यादृक् नरचित्ते विकल्पना Tadruk Svabhava Sambhotir Jantur Vasati Kukshigaha. Okay. Clearly written, Sumitra? Because now you are the guru, not me. Because whatever you write, that becomes Veda tomorrow. Okay.
I'm always extra cautious when I revise it. I'm being extra cautious when I revise it, and also whenever I send it to Lavasha, I make sure it's clear.
Okay. So still you did not get your phone. Sometimes your voice is not.
I meant to receive it. I don't know why they are delaying it.
All of us are doing tapas, so that Sumitra's phone will come quickly.
Even I'm finding it very uncomfortable with this headphones. I'm not feeling normal.
Sharma, you need something?
One question I had. This is a little bit different, but because as this is you are quoting from the Garuda.
1 minute, just let us complete the meaning of
okay, then okay, fine.
We are, and one more thing I have to say, then you can go. Nisheka Samaye, Nisheka is Garbhadhana, the union, Samagama. Samaye, Yadriku, Vikalpana Narachitte Vartate, what kind of Vikalpana, what kind of thinking is there in the mind of these people? Okay. Tadrika Svabhava Sambhutihi, Jantuhu, the person, the child going to be born, would have Tadrika Svabhava Sambhutihi, the same kind of Svabhava. Svabhava means mind. Sambhutihi, you may call it Shiriyam. That means it resembles exactly the mindset as well as the physical, form of the same. Okay. Kukshigaha Jantuhu. Kukshi means womb here. Actually, it is stomach, but here it is womb. Gaha, whoever is there in the Kukshi. Is it clear? So, both these verses refer to the same thing. And note down just one from Samudrikam. Dhanya Pitrumukhi Kanya. Correct. Dhanya Pitrumukhi Kanya. Dhanyo Matrumukhas Sutaha. Dhanyo Matrumukhas Sutaha. If the girl has got the characteristics of her father, she is lucky. And if the son has got the characteristics of his mother, then he will be lucky. That is just the meaning. Okay. These quotations are for Kalpan. They are useful generally whenever you go. If you have to quote, if you quote like this Ayurveda and Garuda Puranam, it will be simply astonishing, isn't it? Sharma.
Yeah. I was saying that my question was, are Puranas proper Pramanas? Like Puranas are more towards the stories which are not kind of exactly real. It is just to showcase that dharma. Is my understanding correct? First question. Second, and Puranas are Pramanas or not?
But you know what happens is, you see, you have already discussed this. There is Veda, there is some Upadesha. He Upadesha by Veda is just like a king's order. Didn't we discuss? And then the same Upadesha will be there related to the Chaturveda Purusharthas, etc. Okay. Raja, like Rajajna, Veda gives the Upadesha. Like a friend, Mitra Sammitam. Veda Sammitam, Prabhu Sammito Vedaha, Mitra Sammitam Puranam, okay, Kanta Sammitam Kavyam. This we have discussed.
Yeah, in the section.
Isn't it? So, Puranam, what is Puranam? Sargascha Pratisargascha Vansho Manmantaranicha Vanshanucharitanche Puranam Panchalakshanam from Amarkosha. So, these 5 Lakshanas will be there, Sarga means Srishti, Pratisarga Pratisrishti, etc., etc. So, these things will be there in a Purana. They take up one king. Then, who are the earlier people in the clan, Vansha, etc. All those things will go on like that. So, they will be, okay, in confirmation with whatever is said in Veda. That means the purpose of learning Puranas is just again the 4 Purusharthas, Dharma only. And sometimes you may come across some Arthavadas. I told you, just Arjuna spent 200 arrows at once. Is it possible? No. But that means at that speed you have to take like that. So sentences of commendation, stuti, and sentences of condemnation, that means ninda, will be there in Puranas, Kavyas, etc. All the Kavyas are like that. If you say Mukhanchandraha, is it okay? In Chandra, there are some blemishes, spots are there. That means on Parvati's face, you find these spots. What? That means don't take exactly, but simply the descriptions are useful in generating energy in the mind of the reader to do something, and in Nanda, not to do something. Long ago, there was Rama, Sita, Ravana. Sita was actually taken away, and then so Ravana was killed. What does it mean? You should not do such thing. That is the Upadesha, isn't it? Like that. So Puranas are Pramanam. It is this Purana Shabda. Purana means Pura, Navam, Puranam. Pura means although it is old, Navam, it is as good as a new thing. That is the Purana Shabda Vyatpatti. Okay, this is there in Vyākaraṇam also it comes. Puranani, in Veda also the word Purana comes. Is it okay? Then, so this is what yesterday, since you missed, now we should not miss, we have taken those things. Now Sumitra will go for this thing, Chintana.
So we started off with Dharma again, the continuation of the topic Dharma.
No, Dharma, you leave it, come down to Asandehātam. Yeah.
Asandehātam, we did not do anything, only the same thing we saw it.
Asandeha, we discussed in Nyaya, this is Pragabhava, Pradhansabhava, those things, no? That much only say.
Na Sandehaha, what we were saying, Abhava. So, Abhavasya Abhavaha Pratiyogi.
Pratiyogita.
Sandeha Abhava, there are 4 categories in that. Prag Abhava, Pradhamsa
Pradhansabhava, Pragabhava, Pradhansabhava,
Atyanta Abhava, Anyonya Abhava.
Say Achanta Bhava, do not split it. In a samasa, Sandhi is compulsory. In samasa, Yakapadam.
So, Prag Abhava says that already existing one. Prag is already present. Prag, before.
Prag means before.
Prag Abhava, before.
Prag Abhava, that means before the existence of a Ghata or Pata, before the Ghata is produced, is there a Ghata? No. Ghata is not yet produced. Do you have Ghata? No. So it is an Abhava. No. Abhava means non-existence.
Abhava.
So here, Asandeha means not getting Sandeha and getting clarification for Vyākaraṇa. But after learning Vyākaraṇam, there will not be any Sandeha at all. Therefore, it is called, it is Abhava, Pragabhava. Pragabhava. Prag means before. Before means what? Before of production of a part.
Before the existence of.
Correct. Then.
Dhamsa is the broken.
Dhamsa is Nasha. Nasha happens after producing something. You produce a Ghata, broke it. That is Pradhansabhava.
Then you broke it, then Pradhansabhava.
Yes.
Atyanta Bhava, totally not available, not in existence at all. It is not there to completely. So that
doesn't exist at all. Example?
That doesn't exist.
Example?
Like any kind of animal that is or Hamsa Paksha, the other day we were talking.
What are the examples for Achanta Bhava?
Hamsa, can it be?
Gagan Kusuma, Srisunga,
Gagana Kusuma.
Srisunga hair.
Shishashrungam, Madhyaputra, Gagana Kusuma.
Can you also consider a Hamsa as an example here?
Huh?
Hamsa.
Hamsa.
Hamsa Paksha.
Hamsa Paksha.
Can we say that as an example as well?
What is Hamsa Paksha?
Khaga.
The other day we were discussing when Lava Sharma was mentioning.
I was talking about a dinosaur.
Go till there we can.
Dinosaur. During dinosaur discussion, you told why to go dinosaur. We can use Hansa.
So I thought we can add that as an example.
Better take these 4 examples which are very popular.
Maru, Mirage also can be.
That is also there. No, Mirage.
Mirage is there.
What is
Mirage is there. Gagana Kusuma.
Mrugatrishna, Gagana Kusuma,
Krishna,
Gandhyaputra, Shashashrunga. These 4 are popularly taken. There may be so many.
Popular.
We are not refuting all that, but when you are giving examples which are prasiddha, those only we should offer so that easily they are understood. Then, so this is Atyanta Bhava.
Atyanta Bhava. Anyonya Bhava. Mutual existence, like in Ghate, in Gatha, if Pata is there, in Pitha, if Gatha is there.
Be careful with the pronunciation of Mahaprana.
Ghata.
You are saying Ghata. In Ghata, there is no Pata, and vice versa. In Pata, there is no Ghata. So, Parasparam Anyonya.
Anyonya
Bhava. Is it clear?
Yes. My internet is unstable, so I keep getting that message. So my internet is not stable. I keep getting some message.
I have taken 100 MB. So sometimes
they are not allowing. Here they say it is not possible in the area.
Okay. Check. Do something whatever you can do. So is it clear now? You see, whenever you say Atyanta Bhava, these examples should come to your mind. After completion of the lesson, try to do as far as possible a heart chintana. Vedi chintana we call Telugu. Heart, Ushna chintana. That means immediately after the lesson is over, this is. Once just you go for that, you won't forget in your life. And the next day anyway chintana will be there. Isn't it?
There was one more topic. Bhaya Artha is Bodha Artha. We discussed the Bodha Artha.
Bodha.
Did you go through the chart I sent you? Sumitra, did you go through?
Yes,
so different systemists look differently at a single thing. Rather, they understand it differently.
A different perspective and different angles.
So in Vyākaraṇa, we discussed that also. Which one? Arthavata, Adhatuhu, Apratyayaha, Pratipadikam.
Arthavata, Adhatuhu, Apratyayaha, Pratipadikam.
There Pratipadikam means which has got some meaning. Because Arthavata, Pāṇini says, Arthavata means which Artha? Because, is it in the mind, Bodhartha, or is it outside Bahyartha? Then if you accept only Bahyartha, then Mrugatrishna, Gagana Kusuma, etc. cannot become Pratipadikas. But they are being in Loka, they are being used. So you should get Pratipadikatvam for them also. For them means as Bodhartha, there is Artha. As Bahyartha, there is no Artha. For Gagana Kusuma, etc. So since Pāṇini went, Pāṇini doesn't say clearly anything. No, forget about it. So since he said Arthavat, if there is Artha, since here Bodhartha is there, in Vyākaraṇam everywhere Artha means Bodhartha only we have to take. Therefore, the context here is not only Asandehartham Vyākaraṇam, but also Arthavat Adhātra Pratyaya Pratipadikam, and also references to, you have noted down, Atyanta Satya Vihyate Jnanam Shaptah Karotihi, Shloka Vartikam. That is from Mimamsa. And these 4 abhavas, Pragabhava, Pradhansa Bhava, Atyanta Bhava, Anyanya Bhava, these 4 abhavas are mentioned in Vaisheshikam 9th Adhyaya as well as in Nyaya Darshana. Okay, and when you go to Vedanta, they call it Tucham. Because the world itself, Jaganmithya Brahmasatyam, Yevo Brahmevana Paraha, when you take it from Vedanta Didima, one work, Jaganmithya means Jagat is Asat. See, Brahman has got Sadrupa, Asadrupa. Sadrupa is Brahman itself. If one gets jnana, he can have Brahma Sakshatkara. So Sadrupam or Sat Chit Ananda Rupam will be there before you. If until that point, in Asadrupa, Brahman is there. It can be a wall, it can be a computer, it can be a person, whatever it may be. This is also Sat, but enveloped by Maya, therefore it is called Asat. Is it clear now? Do you understand now why Mahābhāṣyam is so difficult? If it is taught, generally people don't teach all these things because they do not study generally. Mimamsa, now no Mimamsa is there in the world. What to do? Mimamsa, Vedanta, Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Vyākaraṇa. 5 systems you have to bring into here. And you have to carefully defend and explain and satisfy the students. Got it? So tomorrow if you have to teach, you have to teach like that. And see that so many things at a time, do not try to learn so many things at a time, because the mind may reach a point of saturation or maybe overtaxed. You know overtaxing? Too much of stress you are giving to the mind. Then it cannot take certain things, and as and when it is required, you cannot get in the mind. Samaya Spurti. If it comes in, not so okay, no problem. Got it? Now, so it is over. Next, come to the Yajnikah Pathanti. Here we are. Yajnikaha means not the Purohitas, but Yajnakandakata Mantraha. Okay? Pathanti means they are seen, they are there. In English also you see the rule reads. The rule reads thus, something like that. Here Yajnikaha Pathanti. Pathanti means they look, they are there, mantras. Rishi Pathati is a usage under Sanprachaya. Rishi means Veda. If there is any usage in Vyākaraṇam, etc., or Ramayanam, Bharatam, etc., that does not go according to Pāṇinian rule, then it is said Arsha Prayogaha. Arsha Prayogaha means Rishi means Vedaha. So in Veda, the form of Shabda may be slightly different. So in Pāṇini Sutras, in some Shabdas, even in Ramayana, Bharata, etc. also, the Shabdas cannot be analyzed exactly by Pāṇini Sutras. Then you call them Arsha Prayogaha, Arshatvat Sadatvam. Arsha means Rishehe Idam Arsham. This is related to Rishi. That means Rishi Veda. Got it? So now Yajnika Pathanti means the mantras in Yajnakanda look like this. What is that? What is the mantra? Just read out.
Mula Rishati Magni Varuni Manangvahi Malabhedi.
Anadvahi Malabhedi. Sthola Prashati, isn't it? Sthola Prashati.
Sthola Prashati.
Sthola Prashati.
Prashatim. Agni Varunim. Anangvahim.
Anadvaham. Anadvaham means ox, this thing. Anadvaham. Anadvahim. Alabheta.
Anadvahim. Alabheta.
Alabheta. This alambanam is there in Vedas. Alambanam means generally killing roughly by just not just killing like that, but by closing the Nava nadis are there, holes are there, 9 nadis, 9 holes are there in the body. So those 9 holes will be closed so that the whatever the Jantu is there, that is the animal, will die. After the death, then some portion of the from the animal has to be taken and to be taken by these people. So there, yes, which verse you want, Sharmaji?
Same, Yajnika Pathanti full.
That thing we will anyway give it. Sthola Prashatim, Agrivarunim, Anadvahim, Alabheta. Is it clear? So here 2 samasas are there. Sthola Prashatim, Agrivarunim. I shall explain what is this. Since this is Yaga, what is Yaga? Yaga, you will find Devata and Dravyam, according to Mimamsakas. Okay, Devata will be there. Agnivarunam, for example. That means the yaga which you are performing has got Agni and Varuna as the Devatas. Is it clear? First Devata. Then Anadvahi, a cow. What kind of this thing? Stola Prashatim. Stolani Prashanti. Yes, answer. Stolani means big. Prashat means bindu, a kind of just what you call the spots will be there. Okay, so here what happens? Anadvahi that is dedicated to Agni and Varuna Devatas and having Stola Prashati. Okay, Stola Prashati discussion will follow. Has to be Alavheta has to be killed. Alambhanam is to be done. As the time went on, okay, since yaga is also called by the name Adhvara, Dhvara means himsa, na dhvara adhvara. Okay, people started coming. For example, Nagesha says here Alambhanam means just sparishanam only, not killing. So latest yagas or whatever have been happening there, Pishtamayi, made of Pishta, the floor. Some rice flour you bring, add some what you call water and make a pishta. Okay, with that you make the in the same form. That they have been doing recently for the last 20 years or so. Because a real animal cannot be brought and cannot be done, and we also nowadays cannot do such things unless someone is a butcher, isn't it? How can you just straight away go and perform this kind of himsa? Huh? So that is it. I shall just tell you. Here what happens is Stolachaso Prashati. Read out now. The sentence. Read the sentence. Stola Prashatim, Agni Varunim, Anadvahim, Alavheta.
Stola Prashatim.
Then Tasyam
Sandeha.
Then there is a doubt.
तस्यां सन्देहः स्थूलाचासौ पृषति च स्थूलपृषति स्थूलानि
one minute स्थूलाचासौ पृषति च स्थूलपृषति नीलं च तदुत्पलं नीलोत्पलं. That means this is called Tatpurusha Samasa. In Tatpurusha also it is called Karmadharaya. Tatpurushaha Samanadhikarnaha Karmadharaya Pāṇini Sutram. That means Sthola, Prashati both have got the same vibhakti. Therefore, it is called Karmadharaya, and generally we call it Tatpurusha. Tatpurusha, Karmadharaya, both the names you can give here, but not in Rajna Purusha, etc. So here it is Tatpurusha. Sthola Chaso Prashati Cha, Sthola Prashati. That means Patanjali is offering the Vigraha of a Samasa Sthola Prashati. Okay.
स्थूलानि पृशन्ति यस्याः सेयं स्थूलपृशति इति.
That means otherwise Bahuri Samasa is there. Since Stholādi Chaso Prashati is Sthola Prashati. Or Stholani Prashanti Yasyansa. The one, the animal which has got big spots, Sthola Prashati. That is Bahurihi. The first one is Tatpurusha. If it is Tatpurusha, by the Sutra Samasasya, you will get Antodatta-svara. If you take it as Bahurihi, then Bahuriho Prakrutya Poropadam and Pāṇini Sutram is there. By that Poropada Prakriti-svara. Are you getting the difference? If you say Sthora Chaso Prashati Cha Tatpurusha, what is this svara? Antodatta-svara. That means Antya, whatever is Ach is there at the end vowel, that has to be pronounced as Udatta. Okay. Otherwise, if you take Bahuviri Samasa, Swarani Prashanti Yasyamsa, then the Poropada Prakriti Swara, that means Adhyudatta, the first word would have whatever Swara is there for that. Adhyudatta, Antodatta, roughly saying.
Tam Vyākaraṇah Swaratodhyavasyati.
Saratodhyavasyati. Tam.
Saratodhyavasyati.
Adhyavasya means nishchaya. So, that kind of whatever is there, whether it is in Tatpurusha or Bahurihi, a Vyākaraṇa who is not a Vyākaraṇa, who did not learn Vyākaranam, okay, na adhyavasyati, cannot decide. Sentence construction is like that, but meaning is not difficult. Okay? Then, na Vyākaraṇa, Svarataha, adhyavasyati, Svarataha, which swara is there. In order to know this swara, first of all, this person should know whether it is Tatpurusha or Bahuri. If he knows either this or that, then he can decide whether it is Purvapada Prakriti Swara or Antodatta. Is it clear?
I got a question here. Let me ask.
So,
if it is Tatpurusha or Bahuvrihi, how do we pronounce that then? What kind of difference? Udatta, Anudatta.
Maybe that it is not. Sola Purushati, Sola Purushati, Sola Purushati. That kind of difference will be there. Okay?
I see a lot of Manodharma aspect of music here in
which dharma?
Swara Prayoga.
Which dharma?
Manodharmam. We practice Manodharmam in when we practice music. We do Manodharma. Sangeetam.
Manodharma is
where suddenly when you utter the words in a different way, I see that aspect of
yes, that is there, because that whatever you are learning in Sangeeta, what you call it, Gandharva Veda, we call it Gandharva Veda Sangeetam. The origin is here only. After all, Gandharva Veda emanated from Samaveda, isn't it? And we have already discussed in what you call Shiksha, that from Udatta, Anudatta, Swarita, this Nishadara, Shabhagandhara, Sajjama, Jhama, Dhaivata, Panchama, Swara, Sivan, Sarigama, Padani have emanated. Because the problem is that nobody is teaching Shiksha, forget about it. Let us not discuss that. Many scholars also don't know that there is one thing that exists called Shiksha. Hey, had it been known to them, they would have referred. They would have at least quoted. They are not doing it. Whoever is teaching Gandharva Veda to you, Sangeetam, whether it is Varna, this thing, what you call it, Shruti, Laya, all those that Saranyama. Whoever is teaching us, he or she doesn't know what is the origin of these Saptaswaras. Where they emanated from. Shadjam Mayuro Vadati. Are you taught like this? How Shadjaswara is?
My guru just mentioned once.
If you learn Amarakosha.
My guru just mentioned, but not with the shloka.
This is from Amarakosha. Shadjam Mayuro Vadati. Mayura. Okay. More in Hindi. Sharmaji. Okay. Shadjaswara. Shadjam Mayuro Vadati. Gavaswara Shabhabhashinaha. The oxen, bullocks, they Rishabhaswara. Aja Vikantu Gandharam. How Gandhara comes? Aja, the female goat, and V means Pakshi. V means Pakshi. Aja Vikantu Gandharam. Shajjam Mayuro Gavaswara Aja Vikantu Gandharam. Krauncha Kvanati Madhyamam. Madhyamaswara by Krauncha Pakshi. Pushpa Sadharane Kale Tekah Pujati Panchamam. But two are missing, it seems, isn't it?
Dhaivatam Nishadam. Dhaivatam Nishadam.
Dhaivatam hai shate vaji. The female horse, Dhaivatam hai shate vaji. Nishadam brahmhate gajaha. The gaja, elephant, its brahmanam is there. So in Sanskrit it is called brahmana. He like that. That is nishada. When you start Sangeeta Shastram, first you have to give them some introduction. What is Sangeetam? Samyak Geetam Sangeetam. Why Samyak Geetam? Western music also is called Sangeetam by these people. I am sorry. Karnataka Sangeetam. What is Karnataka Sangeetam? Suvitra, what is Karnataka? Karnataka Sangeeta?
It is old or ancient.
That means you did not hear clearly my lecture on 31st March, Korada Subrahmanyam Tyagaraja. You type it and listen to the lecture. There, it is clear. Karneshu atatiti karnata.
Karneshu atati.
Atati means moving. It is there. In the ears of all people. So people should not think that is Karnataka Sangeeta, so I will start Tamil Sangeeta, I will start Andhra Sangeeta, and Sharma will come and say that Hindi Sangeeta is different. Don't do all these things. Because we don't have Kala, we don't have Desha, we don't have Dik. So we don't have jealousy or hatred against anybody. Isn't it? Where is Karnataka, where is Tamil Nadu, where is Andhra? Tell me. That is political map. Otherwise, what we want is just Sangetam. Samyak Getam. What do you mean by that? So when you say Samaganam is there now, see Sa, Rik, Amaha combined with Swara became Sama. That is Samagana. Isn't it? So Karneshu Atati Karnata. So the person who is teaching you, I am not blaming him, don't take that way. Just I will forcibly tell these things anywhere. So that whenever you start Sangeeta Shastram, Gandharva, to some students, first of all, you have to give some introduction. What is Sangeetam? Where it has emanated? What are the four Upavedas? Among them, what is the place of Gandharva Veda? From which Veda it has come? Okay. Swaras you are going to learn. Then these are the Swaras. 7. But where from they have emanated? Then Udatta, Anudatta, Swarita. Who said it? Pāṇini. Like that, some introduction you have to give. Now you can give to your students if you start teaching Sangeetam. Isn't it? Because you have the background of Shiksha, Vyākaraṇa, etc., etc. Okay. So now proceed. So Patanjali himself is giving the answer.
Purvapada prakritiswaratvam tato bahuvrihi samasandodattatvam tatasthatpurusha.
Isn't it? So, yadi purva prakriti swaratvam you get by bahuvriho pravritya purvapadam, that Pāṇini Sutram, then you will have, it is bahuvri. But if you follow Antodatta Swara, then it will be Tatpurusha. So how to interpret this particular samasa? Okay, the knowledge of Vyākaraṇam, especially samasa coupled with Swara Prakriya, is essential, not desirable. Are you getting? So this Sandeha will be there for which person who didn't study Vyākaraṇam? Avayyākaranaha, Tan Avayyākaranaha. But if you are a Vyākaranaha or Vayyakarani, if you have studied Vyākaranam, okay, then you won't have Sandeha at all. See, Prakshalanadhi Pankasya Durad Asparshanam Varam. Note down otherwise. You may quote this in Prakshalanadhi Prakshalanadhi Pankasya Durad Asparshanam Varam. Durad Asparshanam Varam. Panka means mud. Pankasya Prakshalanatu, you just put your hand or leg in mud and then you start cleaning it. Instead of that, Dorat, from a distance, Asparshanam is Varam. Not touching it at all is better. Varam means Shrashtham. What is the English proverb for this? Prevention is better than cure. Isn't it? So in Sanskritam, Prakshalanadhi Pankasya Vivad Asparshanam Varam. when somebody says, I want to do this thing, I want to do that thing, then you will say, hey, Prakshavanadhi Pankasya Korada Subrahmanyam. Why to go there and have it and then start some remedy and all that for. So, why are you talking this? You kept in mind that is Ayurveda. That means while taking food itself, be careful. Why should you take too much of food, especially during winter or the rainy season? Then you start going for what are they eat some tablets, no, for digestion. Okay, don't do that. It will become a habit. Habit means H, a bit, A, be it, be it. That is habit. Are you getting, Balaji? Are you okay? Are you getting? I can't hear you. Anyway, there is some problem with your system. Okay.
No, sir, it's fine. No.
I'm fine. Okay. So, what happens is, before going to do something, just think about it twice or thrice. Is it profitable? Or we are going to land in trouble, etc., etc. Where you are going to fish in troubled waters. You should not do that. Or unfortunately, we have this kind of proverbs. One shot, two birds. We never shoot any bird. But our karma is that you have to quote such kind of proverbs. What to do? Everything is vidhi-vihitam. You cannot do anything. Everybody thinks I can do this. You cannot do anything. Simply harata nimeshat kalas sarvam. But don't get discouraged by this. You should have that dhairyam, because we have studied Shastras, Puranas, Vedas, Vedantas, whatnot. So we are the people to just give jnanam to people and encourage people and make them bold. So discouraging is not at all accepted in Shastras. But you should know the fact that everything is limited company. You have limited companies. So the liability of the company is limited in case there is any loss. Isn't it? If you go to commerce. So, come back. If you study Mahābhāṣyam, you can better analyze any subject you take. You just talk about Sangeetam. Tomorrow you go to a market. There also you can analyze in a different way. Your brain goes on sharpened. So that is the actual thing, that is Ashtādhyāyī Adhyayam Vyākaraṇam. Then
Imani cha bhūyah shabdānushāsanasya prayojanaani.
1 minute. So he has given actually 4 or 5 what you have, the purposes, very benefits of learning Mahābhāṣyam, one thing. But what happens, he is going to list 13 or 14 more benefits of the study of Vyākaraṇa. Why? Why to Vargadvayam Diyate Kimartham iti Kimiti? He would have said in that then itself, he would have said that these things along with those, total he should have given those 17 or 18 in one go. In one go he could have given, not like that. What happens is, there will be some main purpose and the purpose that follows. For example,
Primary and second.
Secondary.
Primary and second.
Exactly, you may call them. What happens? You are going to purchase a suitcase from the banana. Okay, while coming back, you find some bananas, good. They also require them in the house, okay, for consumption. So what will you do? You bring bananas also. So suitcase is primary, bananas are anushangika, secondary. So these the following purposes, benefits, he is going to list and explain, mostly from Rigveda, etc. Okay, those are also there as benefits of the study of Vyākaraṇa. That means when you explain something to somebody, see, this is the main purpose. If you go and join the job, you will have good salary, etc. But there are many things which follow after joining the job. You can purchase a house, you can get married, you can do something, this thing, that thing, with so many things. But all of them you are not going to list, are you? No. You won't list out all those things. But initially you would say, Baba, you join the job, you get some salary, you can just be some adhara to your parents, etc. Got it? That's why he separated the first things, latter things. How to speak, how to offer, if anybody comes to you, how to explain things, there is set an order. No. Imani cha bhuyaha. Bhuyaha means punaha, also. Okay? Imani cha bhuyaha shabdan shasanasya prayojanani. Shabdan shasanasya prayojanani means shabdan shasana pathanasya prayojanani. The Shabdan Shastam, everywhere you don't take in the form of a book, etc. Oh, isn't it? But simply, he was very. The mother said, fetch some fire. He ran away to the next house and asked the lady, I want to take fire. My mother is asking. During those days, no matchbox. In one house they start and do something and they create Agni, and the same Agni has to be taken after houses like Bengal. So this person from the top floor, the scholar was watching. What will happen? Let us see. The lady next door asked, you have come with bare hands, empty hands. How can you take fire? Then what he did, he looked around. There is some sand. He took some sand like this and put it upon this. Vagisha Panchanana. Then that person called this boy and said, I will teach you Nyaya Darshanam, Tarka. You will certainly become a very good scholar one day. Come on, such kind of mind is required. Because you should not teach to everybody. Check whether the student is in a position to catch, especially when you go deep into Shastras. So many things have to be brought out. You have seen a discussion in a Shiksha class. Someone was talking Bhagavad Gita, another was talking about Puranas, another was talking about
everything under the sun.
Huh? I can't hear
Everything under the sun they discuss.
Everything under the sun. So they started discussing. So by that you should not get oh my God, did this person how to? Nothing is there actually. Provided you have things on the tip of the tongue. Pustakassache avidya parahaste jayadhanam karyakale samayate nasavidya natadhanam. So you have how to integrate, how to connect one another thing. Go ahead. So Shabdana Shasanasya prayojanani. Then.
Te asuraha.
Te asuraha. What he is doing is here. Patanjali, here what he is doing is, first he is giving the first one or two words of the Rik or the Shloka he is going to discuss. Okay, he gives the list of all those, what you call, Pratika we call. Pratika means, for example, you say, Atha Shabdanu Shasanam. Then when you start the commentary, then you will say, Atheti. Atha is a Pratika. So whichever part you take, the beginning word or one or two words, that is called pratika. So he is first listing the pratikas of all the riks or verses, mantras, whatever is there. Okay, and then one by one he goes on discussing. Read out just all the things. Te suraha.
Te suraha. Dushtaha shabdaha.
That is from Siksha. Dushta shabdaha is from Siksha. We will discuss again.
Okay. Yadadhitam.
Yadadhitam.
Prayungte.
Yastu prayungte.
Yadadhitam. Yastu prayungte. Avidvamsaha.
Avidvamsaha. Just give some tone, intonation. Just give Shastram, no? Because you should not say Avidvamsa. Yastu prayungte. It is better. If I would have not joined. You don't read like that.
Okay. So it is Avidvamsaha.
Is the command. Avidvamsaha. They are from Veda.
Avidvamsaha. Okay.
What? Okay also is there?
No, I said okay to what you said.
Astu.
Vibhakti.
Vibhaktim
Vibhaktim kurvanti.
No, vibhaktim kurvanti.
Vibhaktim kurvanti.
Ah.
Yova imam.
Yova imam.
Chatvari. Atatvaha.
Atatvaha, no, utatvaha. Don't edit. Utatvaha. Uta means
It is broken into pieces, so
yes.
it is not as a single word.
That is called mudra rakshasa.
Yeah.
Mudra rakshasam is there.
Saktumiva.
Saktumeva.
Sarasvatim.
Dashamyam putrasya.
It is also broken. Dashamyam putrasya.
Where are you reading from? Did I send you the text?
Some PDF.
PDF.
No, some PDF. Some PDF.
Some PDF. Okay, I will send that from copy. Otherwise, next lesson.
Sure. Yeah. It is totally broken, so I'm unable to paste
everything.
And
You'd have given me, sent me a message. Although I forget, I would have sent you the copy of a good text. Proceed.
Remind you.
Sudevo asi
varuneti.
Varuna.
Asi varuneti.
Sudevo asi varuna is a part from my mantra. Iti. So these are the benefits of each one. He is going to explain one by one. Okay. Iti. Then read out next. So these are the things now.
Te asura helayo iti kurvantaha paravabhuhu.
Don't say bhu. Paravabhuhu. Only one who is there.
Paravabhuhu.
Paravabhuhu. Para.
Is it ba?
Para.
That is fine. After that, it is given
Babhuhu
in the text.
Yes.
Parababhuhu.
Correct. Now it is correct.
Parababhuhu.
1 minute. Here what happens? Te suraha. This is actually starting off from which shakha Patanjali has taken. Even the commentators could not decide. But the matter is important. What happens? These asuras are there, no rakshasas. What they said, Helayaha. The meaning of the sentence first I will give. Te asuraha, those rakshasas, Helayaha iti kurvantaha. Okay, they were saying Helayaha like that, and then Paravabhuhu, they were insulted. Hey, what are you talking? What is this in Lechanam? Like that. Let us see. Ari means Shatru, enemy. These Rakshasas were addressing the Devatas who are their enemies. So, O enemies, this is just the meaning of Helayaha. Here what happens? This is wrongly pronounced. In what way is it wrongly pronounced? Some people said, Hai he prayoge hai hayoho. There is one Pāṇini Sotram. When you use hai or he Rama, Rama hai, like that, then there should be Plota. He Rama, Plota. Rama hai, Plota. Plota, you know. This is Plota. 3 matras. That they did not do. One thing is, when there is Plota, then Plota pragrihya ati nityam. Then they should not make sandhi. Prakriti bhava will be there. Prakriti bhava means as it is. As it is means he arayaha. Like that they are supposed to pronounce. Did they? No. This is one thing. Some scholars said, no, this Plota is not mandatory. They may do, may not do, like that. Then what others said, it should be he arayaha. Isn't it? Ari means Vishatru. What is Ali? So that La is pronounced in the place of Ra. That is wrong. Another thing is, there will be Nitya-vīpsayoh. Sarpaha, sarpaha, ujjasva, ujjasva. Elect, snake. In such cases, you employ words, I mean, repetition of words. Okay, duplication of words. Sarpa, sarpa, ujjasva, ujjasva. Although you have to pronounce once to transform the meaning, you are using twice, but it is word only you are doing, isn't it? Sarpa, sarpa, ujjasva, ujjasva. But here what they did, he rayaha, is a vakyam. Vakyam is their vachanam. They did. They should have done he rayaha, like that. He arayaha, like that they should have done. But what they did, he rayaha, the complete sentence is used, I mean, reduplication is there. Okay, therefore, this is wrong. Mlechanam. Mlechanam means aspashta bhashanam or wrongly using something. Which aspashta bhashanam. We are Aryas. Who are people from England, Syria, etc.? Sumitra, who are they? We are Aryas.
Mlechas.
Mlechas. No, don't say Mlecha. Mlechas. By the word itself, you are saying that they are Indians. We do not take them seriously. We do not take their language seriously. Okay? Not Lehas. Mlechas. Mlecha. Mle.
Mlechas.
Mlecha. Mlecha means, see, our people are speaking Arya Bhasha. Mlechas. CCHAS. Mlecha. Like that you have to pronounce. So, our people are saying, Kintavarama, Tam Kutra Gachasi. Kutova Bhavan Agachati, like that very, very clearly. Bharjas will say, what are you doing? Okay. Are you okay? Where are you coming from? Is it the pronunciation? And these village are not in it. Kaha ja rahe ho? And in the bus, the conductor asks you in Hyderabad, kaha ja rahe? What is that? Kaha ja rahe ho is the completion. So, these Sanskrit scholars, Aryas, who were there, were discussing Kimayam Lechati. What this person speaks something unclear. So you are here, these people are here. So Aryas, Aryam Lechadhikaranam is there in Purvamimamsa. Understand? So that in one class we will discuss Arya Lechadhikaranam, we will discuss because it is there in Mahābhāṣyam, it is there in from Tasyam Sandeha Stholapashide. Secondly, why not?
So from some of the part were left, so I was thinking that once you
that I will give you the complete this thing. Asandehartham Ashtādhyāyam Vyākaraṇam Yajñikāh Pathanti Stholapashati Agnimarunim Anadvahima Labheta iti Tasyam Sandeha Stholachasau Prashati Stholapashati Stholaniva Prashanti Yasyaha Sreyam Stholapashati iti तान्न अवैयाकरणः स्वरतः अध्यवस्यति यदि पूर्वपद प्रकृति स्वरत्वं ततो बहुव्रीहि अथ समासान्तोदात्तत्वं ततस्तत्पुरुषः इति. That is the text. Okay, let us complete this one only and stop. Okay, because it is not okay. Then parabhuvu means parabhava means insult. They were insulted. Parabhuvu. Say Tasmatu Brahmanena, actually Brahmana they say, but rest of the people also should follow the dharmas that are prescribed for Brahmana, Satyam Vada, Dharmanchara, whatever it is, early in the morning getting up, etc. etc. Others also have to follow. Here Brahmana is giving stress. Okay, well, this I explained, but somebody was, people were asking, Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam, Lokas Samastas Sukhino Bhavantu. Why only go on only Brahmana, they may ask. But above that, there is that Vipat Chatushpat. For all the pranis, Shubham should happen. But cow is considered as the best among the animals. And a Brahmana who follows Dharma and who is useful for the society, who gives Jnanam, that is his duty. He is considered as the superior. So they said this thing. That means just like Tatparya Vritti, Kakebhyo Dhirakshyadam, Kaka Adibhyaha, like that, go Adibhyaha, Brahmana Adibhyaha, like that. And you have to explain like that. If anybody asks, Brahmanas have written these things for themselves, just they may say, you sit down in a Gurukula study. Just I told to T.M. Krishna to sit down in a Gurukula and learn Vyākaraṇam at least, then Shiksha, and then speak. Otherwise, everybody is speaking, everybody is a scholar. If you say somebody, you are not a Kavi, he will be angry, he will get annoyed. Right? Who said that I am not a Kavi? I can also do Kavitva. Everybody is a Kavi. What is there? So, that's the thing. Tasmat Brahmanena na Mlechitavai. Mlechitavai means Napabhāṣitavai. Mlechitavai, meaning of Mlechitavai is given by Patanjali himself, na Apabhāṣitavai. Apabhāṣana means not pronouncing the words as per Shiksha and Vyākaraṇam. Okay? Napabhāṣitavai. Mlechohava esha yad apashabdaha. Mlechaha means apashabda. So Mlechanam is pronouncing apashabdas. Apashabdas are those which would accrue adharma to you, and that means which are not acceptable to Vyākaraṇam. Okay? Mlechohava esha yad apashabdaha. Mlecha mabhume tyajyeyam Vyākaraṇam. Mlechaha mabhuma. Let us not become lechas. With this aim, we should study Vyākaraṇam. Te suraha. At the beginning and end, there were no full stops, etc. during those times. So he starts at the beginning, he says Te suraha. At the end also, he says Te suraha. That means in between whatever text is there, that is one chunk. Got it? Any doubts in this thing? So Te suraha you understood. Dushta Shabdaha, one of Pāṇini Patanjali Shabda Vidya Sampradaya Gattabhyo, Vichakabhyo, Pramanabhyo, Madhyo, Bhyo, Gurubhyaha. Sumitra, any doubts?
No, I'm fine.
This lesson is clear now?
Yeah, it was clear.
You just note down those things and try to get by heart. Mahābhāṣyam, once you get by heart, you won't forget in your life. Because the Sanskrit is the best.
Sure.
Okay. Got it. Shubham Bhuyāt.
Amen.